I liked the way we pitched today. Santana in that second game came in a jam, was able to make some unbelievable pitches. There was a few times where he could have lost it with a few plays behind him, and he just kept stepping up and making pitches and allowed our defense to make the play that we needed to make, even if it was a few late. Hector threw well, and then Nebraska also threw well. And in the first game, I liked the way Agrizal threw. He got ground balls that we wanted to get, and there was a few miscues behind him, but he pitched very well. I thought today, from a pitching standpoint, we did a much better job of executing a plan. I think after the first night, we were able to create a plan, but the execution of the plan was critical, and we were able to do it for the most part. Defense still needs to be tightened up a little bit, obviously. There's still some growing pains with the field, but I think in time, we're going to get it. Towards the end of the second game, I started feeling a little bit more comfortable about the way our guys were going to catch some balls. But I think there's still a little bit of work to be done there. And I really liked in the second game how the bats started to come alive a little bit. And I think when this season starts, the bats are always kind of lagging behind a little bit because you got some travel days, you got a bunch of new guys that haven't played in a long time. So I really liked how by game 3, we were able to start hitting some line drives and hitting some balls hard.
That was certainly the key to come back hitting those balls hard. Talk about that and what that meant to, one hit through 6, and then you bust out there in the 7th inning of the first inning.
Yeah, we put up some good at bats in the last inning, and Maximo came up with the big hit that really sparked it. And he's a clutch guy. I got to believe that Maximo is a clutch guy. But you guys will learn when he's in a big spot, he finds a way to get the job done. He's one of those type of guys. He can have 3 bad bats, and all of a sudden it's a big spot in Gomi if he has the big hit. He has the potential, and he shows up in the moment when we need him. That's one of the things I love about that kid. But yeah, and then just we didn't have to completely murder the ball to get the run in, but we kind of did our job in that last inning. We got a base runner on. We got a hard hit. We just did what we had to do, and it was good. Even the first night when we had the big loss, I like how we scored 7 runs after it was all said and done. There was no quit, and that's something that in a team you like to see, even if you lose 15-7. They didn't quit.
How important is it though to get 2 wins under your belt after being down 15-1 and having a tough opener, and then worth yet a night to think about it?
Yeah, we play a lot of games.
Yeah.
I think wins are good because it keeps morale where it needs to be. And guys, we do need to develop these guys, but it's always easier to develop when you're in a positive environment. So we needed those. Yeah, of course, we needed them. I think for the development purposes heading down the road. But everybody likes winning too. Don't get me wrong.
Todd mentioned he hadn't played a ton of center field in his past career, but it seems like he's has a pretty good idea of what's going on.
Yeah, we're trying to get these guys in here that haven't played in a while. We're trying to kind of break them in. I'm trying to look at them and say, okay, I feel like he's ready to step into a game, and I'm not there with everybody yet. So you kind of just have to put him there because he's the one guy that can kind of move a little bit. In terms of speed and running some stuff down, and if you watch the first night, his routes weren't very good because he just hasn't been out there very much. But today, if you watch, his turns were much better. He was able to get under the balls. There was a lot less, what's the word? Confusion, I guess. He knew what he wanted to do with the way he was moving. Yeah, so he was the reads were just better. Whereas the first night he was getting turned around, not even knowing which way to go. And as easy as outfield seems, it's not. Those 3 positions are different, especially when you get to upper levels with big guys. They spin the ball different to different fields. So if you haven't been there in a while, it's different.
One more
Everything
question.
that comes off his bat is usually hit pretty hard.
Who's that?
His time.
Yeah, he's definitely shown that he likes to go the other way. I like his swing. I think there's some stuff that we can make better with it in terms of allowing him to use the whole field. But in terms of his approach, I like his approach a lot. But I believe he could be more versatile in the future in terms of being able to use the whole field and do what he wants when, because he has good hands. Guys that can go the other way have good hands. Now it's just a matter of getting him out of his comfort zone and learning how to do some new things and just become more of a complete hitter. But I like him, don't get me wrong, I like his swing and I like hard contact. Hard contact is, I always like that.